Ask a Sigma male what motivates him, and he will smile, say something polite, and change the subject. The mystery is not a trick for the archetype of the lone wolf, but a protective armor forged from independence, strategic thinking, and a deep instinct to protect his advantage. The less the world knows about how he moves, the less it can predict or control him. Today, we will lift the veil a little and explore 8 things that Sigma males will never tell you. If you are a man who rises stronger after every fall, who transforms pain into power and refuses to follow the crowd, write in the comments, "Out of the ordinary." And don't forget to join the army of men who do not ask for permission to dominate. Number 1. Calendar celebrations mean almost nothing to him. Birthdays, Valentine's Day, and Black Friday events, designed to trigger excessive spending, barely appear on a Sigma's radar. He interprets consumer festivities as coordinated pushes to loosen wallets and normalize the giving of gifts out of obligation. This does not mean he is stingy or unromantic. It means he shows appreciation in his own way, in ways that feel genuine rather than scripted by marketing departments. He will surprise a partner with a thoughtful gesture in March, or send an unexpected gift to a friend in July, because sincerity works better when it is not synchronized with millions of other buyers. He will never make this indifference public. He simply chooses not to participate, letting everyone assume he is busy instead of explaining his private boycott of manufactured feelings. Number 2. He knows when you lie and stores the information. One of the least advertised skills of a Sigma is lie detection. Micro-doubts, misaligned expressions, or details of stories that change when repeated tell him more than the words themselves. But instead of unmasking the lie on the spot, he keeps it to himself. This gives him 2 advantages. First, he maps out how far you will stretch the truth and which topics trigger deception. Second, he can decide when exposing the lie serves a purpose, such as securing an advantage in a future negotiation or confirming whether trust can be repaired. Confronting you immediately would reveal his radar. Staying silent keeps him in a position of advantage. Number 3, his biggest goals are classified documents. Ask a Sigma about his long-term ambitions, and you will receive a friendly but vague answer. He is aware of psychological research showing that public statements of intent can release dopamine, tricking the brain into feeling progress before the work begins. He prefers to reserve that neurochemical reward for the finish line. By keeping milestones private, he reduces external noise, critics who sow doubt, supporters who dilute urgency, and directs all his energy toward execution. People only learn what he is building after the prototype is sent or the diploma arrives, at which point criticism is irrelevant and compliments unnecessary. Number 4. Social withdrawal is not shyness. It is resource management. Since Sigma males spend long periods alone, outsiders assume they are shy or socially anxious. In reality, solitude is an energy budget. Deep work, self-education, and recovery require blocks of uninterrupted focus. He is perfectly capable of activating his charisma when the stakes justify the expenditure: a presentation meeting, the toast at a friend's wedding, a crisis that requires calm authority. When the conversation drifts to trivial chatter or gossip, he disconnects not out of fear, but due to a cost-benefit analysis. The verbal return on investment has just fallen below his threshold. He will not explain this, because detailing the calculation would waste even more resources. Number 5. An exit plan is always running in the background. No matter how relaxed he seems at a barbecue, a conference, or even in a relationship, the Sigma monitors doors, plans contingencies, and keeps a polite excuse ready. This is not paranoia. It is an insurance policy on his autonomy. If a meeting becomes toxic, a project drifts into the immoral, or a partnership starts to suffocate, he can leave without drama. Friends may describe him as hard to catch or spontaneously busy, not knowing that the act of disappearing was choreographed the moment he felt the returns diminishing. Making this habit public would compromise his effectiveness, so he smiles, thanks the host, and disappears, maintaining the mystery. Number 6. He tests people before revealing personal details. Casual acquaintances often think they know a Sigma after a few pleasant conversations, but what they have found is the public prototype. Before offering anything deeply personal, family dynamics, financial interests, spiritual beliefs, he observes how you handle small confidences. Do you respect privacy, or do you filter information for social currency? How do you talk about absent friends? Every interaction is a stress test. Most people never realize they have failed because the Sigma never publicizes the evaluation criteria. He simply keeps the drawbridge up. Only those who pass multiple trust tests ever catch a glimpse of the true castle. Number 7. Criticism motivates him, but he will not thank you. Few things excite a Sigma more than constructive criticism, but you will rarely see his enthusiasm. Externally, he nods, perhaps jots something down, and then moves on. Internally, he analyzes each point for actionable value, corrects weaknesses, and updates systems. Showing enthusiasm would encourage constant feedback, useful in moderation, but overly distracting, so he minimizes the motivational impulse. Months later, you will notice that he surpasses your original suggestions, but he will never announce that your comment inspired the iteration. Improvement serves as a silent acknowledgement. Number 8. He observes patterns even while you speak. During conversations, a Sigma appears attentive. Eye contact, minimal interruptions, occasional incisive questions. What he will not mention is the mental panel that records cadence, word choice, emotional peaks, and subtext. Over time, these metrics reveal reliable patterns. How you negotiate, react to stress, or mask insecurity. He is not gathering ammunition. He is building a predictive model so that future collaborations, favors, or boundaries align smoothly. Admitting the analysis would feel intrusive, so he keeps the algorithm private and simply navigates interactions with a surprising precision that others attribute to intuition. The power of a Sigma's silence lies not in what he hides, but in what he protects: advantage, autonomy, and the freedom to pivot without interference. Every unspoken truth acts as a strategic asset, preserving energy and options in a world eager to map, label, and monetize personal data. You do not have to adopt every secret on this list, but recognizing the logic behind them can change the way you protect your own goals, time, and privacy. In a culture that rewards overexposure, the Sigma's refusal to disclose becomes his own silent advantage, one that speaks louder in the results he reveals only when they are impossible to ignore. What things do you refuse to tell anyone? We would love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If this resonated with you, then you already know that spark inside you is not weakness. It is your calling. Write liberated if you have already turned pain into power. If you are ready to stop pretending and forge your own code, then subscribe. There is no theory here, just men building themselves. We leave you with a list of videos on the secret guide to Sigma males on screen.